Hello everyone, this is Logan59XP here for our second not E3 stream of the month. We did State of Play earlier this month, and now we have the Summer Games Fest stream. And yeah, now it's kind of funny is that this is kind of an interesting stream because this is one of the bigger ones. Like, this is probably the second biggest one outside of Microsoft's event that, of course, is coming on the 12th. And then, of course, there's the hopefully on the way Nintendo Direct. But we'll talk about that in a second because there is some new news in regards to that, kind of, sorta. But the Summer Games Fest thing is weird because Summer Games Fest, of course, is Jeff Keighley's new kind of E3 equivalent event that happened at the same time as E3 last year. And it was kind of the kickoff to E3 last time around. You know, that's where we got the big, like, kind of Elden Ring resurgence, was at Summer Games Fest. But that was about it. That was the only real notable thing that we got there. This time around, though, you can tell that he's piling on a more substantial lineup. I mean, look at this. Featuring Modern Warfare 2, the Callisto Protocol, which is the game that was shown off at the State of Play that's made by the Dead Space devs that a lot of people are looking forward to. The long-awaited Cuphead DLC, the new One Piece game, Gotham Knights, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and so much more. Also, don't tell anyone I told you this, but we already know something has already been leaked that is probably going to be here. And I say probably because Sony is officially a part of Summer Games Fest. I mean, the State of Play we had earlier was officially a part of it. But, yeah, you know what? Everyone already knows this game exists, so I'm not spoiling anything by talking about this. But, remember a certain remake that nobody asked for? Yeah, that was leaked. I'm not going to show you the trailer because I haven't seen it, but PlayStation screwed up and they revealed the trailer on accident. So yeah, we'll go to Digital Trends, I guess. So yeah, here's the box art. Well, see, it's being retroactively renamed The Last of Us Part 1 because, of course, we have Part 2 now. It's kind of like how the original Star Wars was just Star Wars and later on they called it A New Hope. So yeah, we got box art for both the regular edition and the Firefly edition, and there's also a little page. And also, again, we're not gonna watch it because we're probably gonna get it in this. But media.direct.playstation.com PS5 The Last of Us Part 1 game announcement trailer, and it's right here. We're not gonna watch it because it's gonna be because it's pretty obvious it's gonna be in the Summer Games Fest. It was just leaked early. But yeah, so we've known about The Last of Us remake for a while now, but there you go. It's 100% legit. Like, this is literally official PlayStation stuff right here. So it just got leaked beforehand. So that was probably one of Jeff Keighley's big, cards. And now it's been wasted because now it's been leaked. Now, again, we already knew the game was coming, basically, but yeah, so Last of Us is 99% gonna be here. So there's that. Outside of that, though, I wouldn't get your hopes up for anything too crazy because Jeff Keighley actually the other day had to kind of dampen the flame, had to kind of pour water on the fire, so to speak, because people are like starting to hype this up like it was like this really big thing. And then Jeff was like, manage your expectations. This is going to be mostly about games that have already been revealed. And it's like, okay, fair enough. Now, I wasn't expecting much because last year's Summer Games Fest didn't have anything, again, outside of Elden Ring, it didn't have anything that big. But this one's definitely bigger than last year's, and I think we're gonna get some decent stuff out of it. I mean, again, we're gonna see The Last of Us, we're gonna see Modern Warfare 2, we're gonna see more Cuphead. Yeah, but there's some big stuff in here. So yeah, well, this is not gonna have anything like super crazy. We're not gonna get God of War. We're not gonna have anything from Nintendo, that's for sure, or anything like that. And of course, Microsoft is gonna be doing their event in a couple of days, so they're not gonna have anything here. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a decent event. I mean, the State of Play was actually pretty good. Like, State of Plays have a reputation for being pretty lackluster, outside of maybe 1 or 2 announcements. But the one we had the other day was actually the best one I think we've ever had. I think it's unironically the best State of Play so far, which is a good thing. If they can keep that kind of, you know, reputation up a little more, that'd be nice. But yeah, so I don't have any real expectations for this, but we'll see some cool stuff in here. So yeah, 7 minutes to go. So I'm kind of lagging. I'm gonna have like 10 seconds of delay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure that this. Hold on a second. Is it on ultra low? Please tell me it's on ultra low. It should be on ultra low. Dang it, it won't tell me. On live control room. Okay, it is on ultra low. So okay, on my end, everything should be good. But yeah, before we get started here, though, there is still no direct announcement yet, but we are getting closer. We are getting closer because we finally got a leak. Kinda. Huge emphasis on kinda. According to a now deleted Reddit user, on r/gaming leaks and rumors, they received an email from a developer for a game that was previously announced at one of Nintendo's beloved showcase events. This email contains a press release for said game's review process, which clearly states that no coverage is to be shared until Wednesday, June 15th at 9 a.m. Interestingly, the Nintendo Switch review codes won't be activated until it's visible in the eShop, which suggests they may be a part of one of Nintendo's many Shadow Drop reveals in the rumor direct. Yeah, we'll see Xenoblade, Splatoon, Bayonetta, all the obligatory stuff. Then again, that whole thing of Jeff Keighley managing your expectations for the Summer Games Fest thing. So basically, this isn't even really direct leak. It's more of this might be a direct. Like, this is the guy saying this might be alluding to a direct, but I don't know. It's loose. Now, here's the big thing going for this: the 9 a.m. Every, and I mean every single E3 Direct, for as long as I can remember, is always at 9 a.m. Like, regular Directs are either at like 7 a.m., 6 a.m., or 2 p.m. But E3 Directs are always at 9 a.m. So the fact that the embargo lifts at 9 does line up with when a E3, or I guess in this case June Direct, would be. But again, this, you know, do not take this as any kind of fact. It's not a guarantee by any stretch. But ad blocker, whatever. So I don't know. There is that. Oh yeah. Also, there's this. Bayonetta 3 has appeared on the front of Nintendo's store web page as of Wednesday, June 8th. So, maybe that means we're going to get a release date soon. And that, of course, alludes to, again, hey, that maybe means we're getting the Direct. So, yeah, I don't know. So, Direct rumors are starting to become a thing, finally. Even if it's nothing super great, but, yeah. What's kind of funny is I've actually seen a decent amount of people say that we don't really need a Direct, and compared to other years, we don't, yes, I will agree, we don't technically need one, but, like, come on, we got plenty of stuff to show off, you know. They can show all the 3s, you know, we're going to see more Xenoblade, even I know that the special edition went up for pre-order yesterday, and it was a complete and total mess, but, yeah. But, you know, Xenoblade 3, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, more Zelda footage, the new Mario Kart Wave 2 DLC. You know, stuff like that. There's enough stuff to show. And of course, you know, our one last thing for today that maybe we'll get like a Prime 4 thing. I don't know. But to say that there's no reason to have a Direct is simply not true. There's plenty of stuff they can talk about. Even from just the currently announced games, never mind anything else. Okay, let me make sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch. Am I gonna watch on Twitch or am I gonna watch on YouTube? I'm not really sure. I normally watch, if the stream is only 1080p, I tend to watch on Twitch, because Twitch will have like a higher bandwidth, but because of the way it works. But if this was streaming at 4K, then of course I'd just watch it on YouTube. It probably doesn't really matter, but... Actually, hold on. Twitch is ahead. Twitch is actually ahead, so we're going to watch Twitch, actually. Let's make sure that it's stable. I think it's stable. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and zoom into that. I'm not, now it is playing music right now. There is music playing. If it's not loud enough, I can turn it up later when they start talking about things. So, yeah. There's nothing, well, okay, you want to know what I would like to see in here? I do think it's possible. If you were to tell me what do I want out of this the most, it would be anything from Atlus. Like anything, even if it's just like more footage of Soul Hackers, which is coming out in August. Because Atlus is officially a part of Summer Games Fest. If you go on the website and you look at the big fat list of publishers, Atlus is on there. So it's totally possible we will see either Soul Hackers or we will get the next Persona 25th anniversary announcement that hopefully is actually a game, even if it's just like golden on consoles. So that's probably what I would want to see the most. I'm not going to put too much stock in that, but the thing I want to see the most is basically just anything from Atlus. Like, whether it's Soul Hackers, Persona, like, literally anything. Alrighty then, here we go. The following program may contain content that some viewers find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. Gotta have that classic disclaimer. Alrighty, Jeff, let's see what you got for us.
And here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide, wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles, so whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did this in IMAX.
The next few hours will give you
I think they did this for the last Game Awards as well.
developer guests, and yes,
Wouldn't that be pretty cool if we could watch like a Nintendo Direct like in like a theater?
love about this show is that it's a true
That could be really hype.
industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds, new teams, and we'll make room for small, independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish list. And even if you don't get every announcement you desire, let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit our
Okay, I think this was already confirmed to be here actually. Which is kind of weird because we're gonna get 3 showcases of this game. We got the State of Play reveal, and then we're getting this, and then we're gonna have the Capcom showcase that's also gonna have it. So, okay, so this is gonna be our first like proper gameplay trailer, like not just like actual like real like true like not as part of a trailer.
You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started.
Guile. This was leaked actually. So yeah, more gameplay. Street Fighter. Cool, cool. I'm kind of surprised they're showing and talking about this much. I was under the impression that we were not going to get any like real Street Fighter like 6 info until like next year. But since it's coming out next year, I guess it does make sense that like they're talking about it more now. I mean, I'm not a Street Fighter guy, but I mean, the game looks pretty cool. I like all the effects and all, and all like the flashy, vibrant colors that they have. That's pretty cool. Nice, silky, smooth 60.
I'm just on another level.
Oh, where? Hey, they didn't have the announcer say Street Fighter 6 like the last trailers.
It's all in the cone. All right, next it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest. Check this out.
I wonder what this game's gonna be. It's not even a new game though, which is the funny part. Wait. Okay, so no, it's not. Okay, so no, it's not. I thought this was gonna be Last of Us, and it's like, well, Last of Us isn't technically a new game. So so you saw that it was from Fox. Well, sorry, 20th Century, but this is gonna be like what, Alien, Avatar? Like it's gonna be one of their existing franchises. There was an Alien game that came out last year, and I think there was a Predator game that came out the year before. I've never seen any of those franchises, so I have no idea what franchise this is just by looking at the trailer. I'm gonna guess Alien. Just that one shot of like the duct makes me think it's gonna be Alien, but I have no idea.
What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found
Yeah, there's Street Fighter stuff coming out all the time. Max has been cranking out videos. I've been watching all of them, actually. Even though I have no real interest in Street Fighter 6, I've been watching all of his videos because he makes very entertaining videos, no matter what the subject. Okay, so yeah, Alien. It's Alien. Seems a little soon, because yeah, there was a game that was called like Aliens Fire Team or something that came out last year. Feels like they're already putting out another Alien game. Then again, this might be coming out next year, so.
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead. And someone needs to know.
Aliens. Dark Descent. Okay, so it's like an overhead perspective. So 2023. All the consoles, well, all the consoles that can support it. Okay, hold on a second.
That was Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield.
Okay, sorry, I just had to make sure my window was closed because my screen is popped out, so I don't want Bella to get out.
A little more gore.
Okay, so the Callisto Protocol. Okay, we'll be seeing more of that. This time it's gonna be raw gameplay, whereas like the last trailer we had at the Game Awards, at the Game Awards, at a State of Play was like a cinematic kind of. So this was okay. I thought this was revealed at the State of Play, but apparently this was revealed at the Game Awards in like 2019, I think. 2020, 2019. Why'd that look like Death Stranding?
That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just
Yeah, I know there's actually a lot of people who are looking forward to this game because it's being made by the guys that made Dead Space. And I've never played Dead Space, but I know it's a franchise a lot of people like. It hasn't really been a thing in a while. There is that Dead Space remake coming out, by the way. That's coming out in like 2023. So it's kind of like if you're a Dead Space fan, that's like 2 games right there. You got a new game from the guys that made Dead Space, and then you got the remake coming out.
Gives me chills every time.
Blood, blood, and more blood. I mean, hey, they warned you at the beginning. Viewer discretion is advised. December. Okay, I don't think we had a release date last time. I thought it was 2023. Okay, that's cool.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance Lab. First of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I gotta say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID.
Yeah, I thought this was set for 2023 last time. Like early 2023, but still.
And for a second, just give me a second. I want to thank you.
Glenn Schofield. He used to work, so he worked at Visceral back when they used to be a thing. Rip Visceral. I know them as the people that made Battlefield Hardline, and I'm actually one of the 5 people that really likes Hardline, but most people know them as the Dead Space guys. And they were shuttered years ago because EA has that reputation for shutting down studios that don't do well, no matter how good the games are. He also worked at Sledgehammer for a while. So he worked on Advanced Warfare and World War II. And then he left in like 2017 or 2018 to found the new studio he has now. So, yeah. He's been around.
First half of the game. One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality,
Some fatalities. Fatality.
It's like a gravity gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fangs. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the nice ending we have, where we usually will kill our main character Jacob and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Glad, I gotta say, what you guys are shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams bring something out like this year, and let's let the footage speak for itself. Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance.
Then again, if the game was announced like 2 years ago, it coming out this year, I guess isn't that surprising. Okay, so we get some more gameplay, and this is like obviously like real time. There's no HUD, but this is real-time gameplay. Now the question is, okay, I was gonna say, what is this running on? I'm guessing PS5. It doesn't say, it just says next-gen hardware. I'm guessing PS5. It's either PS5 or Series X. It obviously isn't the S. But you want to know something about that's interesting? Note how the gameplay is only 30 FPS. Now this is a cross-gen game. So I have absolutely no doubts that it will have, at the very least, a 60 FPS mode. But interesting. Well, then again, they want to show it off in the best quality, I guess. So, but I don't know. But I can see it I can see it now. Hey, look, the gameplay's 30. Is it gonna be only 30 FPS? It's like, nah. They'll have a 60 mode like every other game, especially because it's cross-gen. So there's no reason to not have it. I've said before that I think we're still going to have 60 FPS modes even after games go fully next-gen because it's too big of a feature to not include, especially when the CPUs are actually good and not junk like they were in the last consoles. But But yeah, well, this will have a 60 FPS mode. This will have one, absolutely. I'm gonna make a prediction right now that Last of Us is gonna be the one last thing. That's my guess, and it's gonna be the only thing Sony has in at the entire show. Again, that's just a guess. But the thing about that's weird is it's like, isn't a Last of Us remake big enough to do in your, like, wouldn't they have done that in the State of Play? Even though the State of Play was mainly about third parties and PSVR stuff, they still had stuff like Spider-Man PC. So like, they could have had one. You know, I don't know. Also, by the way, the Last of Us remake, it's coming to PC as well, which is very interesting. I didn't think they were gonna do that. Now, granted, because it's well, it's not technically a remaster, but it's a remake, obviously, not a remaster. But I don't know. I just kind of find that strange. But yeah,
All right, moving on.
yeah, that did just
This
happen.
October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare
Okay,
2
Modern
arrives.
Warfare.
Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the port of Long Beach to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Hi everyone. In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap,
All the iconic characters. Well, not Mason, because obviously that's a Treyarch character, but
Call of Duty in a whole new way. Inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
now apparently a big part of Modern Warfare 2 is going to be Warzone 2.0, which a lot of people are probably not going to be thrilled with. I think there's a lot of people out there that want Warzone to just be its own thing and not be super tied in, but oh well. Okay, so this is a campaign mission. Obviously. This takes place after the events of the 2019 game. Shocker, I know.
We board, clear, disarm that missile. Be ready for anything. This could be a trap.
Now, I guarantee you this is PS5. Because even though Microsoft is obviously buying Activision, they still have that current, like, PlayStation exclusivity deal is still in place, where, like, they get exclusive stuff and everything is shown off on PlayStation. So I guarantee you this is PS5 gameplay. By the way, as far as I'm aware of, this is not going to be a Game Pass title just yet. I don't think it's going to become a Game Pass title until the deal goes through, but that's not going to happen until, like, June of 2023. We're going to be, like, halfway through the game's lifespan at that point. But, yeah. I mean, I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Black Ops 3. And it's not because the game sucks. It's not that. The reason I haven't bought any of them is because the games get cycled out too quickly to be worth it. Because by the time they go down in price enough, the new game is already, like, basically out, so it's not worth it. Whereas, like, the Battlefield games, you know, say what you will about 2042, but at least that game is going to be around for a couple of years, and they're not going to release a new game, like, already. But now that they're all going to be on Game Pass when the deal goes through, well, I don't have to ever buy one ever again. So, you know, that'll be cool whenever that finally goes down. Again, no HUD. I really wish this stream was 4K. All of, like, the big gaming streams should be 4K at this point. when you're trying to show off your next-gen footage, you should show it off at 4K. Now, to be fair, the actual trailers that go up after the fact, those will probably be 4K. Because, like, the State of Play was 1080p, but all of the individual trailers after the fact were uploaded at 4K. I'm sure this will be the same for this. Like, this Call of Duty trailer will probably, once it gets uploaded on the official account, it'll probably be 4K. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, look at it there. PlayStation buttons. There you go. Called it, right? PS5. Now, what's kind of interesting is that this game is still going to be cross-gen. Which is kind of surprising because, well, actually, okay, so for comparison, with the 360 and PS3, Ghost was a launch, Ghost was a PS4, Xbox One launch title. Then we had Advanced Warfare the year after, and that was cross-gen. And then the year after that, Black Ops 3 was technically cross-gen because it had that really bad, infamous, like, 360 PS3 port that was hot garbage. But I'm not going to count that because it barely counts. So it really only got 2 games in the cross-gen era. Whereas this time around, we had Cold War at launch, then we had Vanguard last year, and now we're going to have this. And as far as I'm aware of, the PS4 and Xbox One versions are not going to be the super stripped down versions that the 360 and PS3 versions of Black Ops 3 were. So, but then again, with the prolonged cross-gen period because of the shortages and everything, all that stuff I'm sure everyone is sick and tired of hearing about, maybe I shouldn't be too surprised. But here's what I will say. If the next game, like if the 2023 game is still on PS4 and Xbox One, that is going to be very strange. Like, you're going to have to cut off the old consoles eventually, right? I'm guessing the reason why Modern Warfare 2 is on last gen is because of the Warzone 2 stuff, because they want Warzone to be on last gen, because that's a big deal for them. But who knows?
Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile patrols are on the bridge. Have to stop the launch.
Oh yeah, by the way, you want to know what's probably the biggest deal about Modern Warfare 2? It's going to be on Steam. That's right, for the first time since World War II, we're going to have a Call of Duty game on Steam. And I'm sure part of the reason for that is because they know what's coming. Microsoft has all their games on Steam now, in addition to the Microsoft Store. And Battle.net's days are probably going to be numbered once the Microsoft acquisition goes through. Kind of like how Bethesda had their own launcher, and then they got rid of that a few months ago in favor of just having everything be on Steam like Microsoft does. So I'm guessing because like putting Call of Duty on Battle.net was supposed to be a big driving force for the platform. But if they're going to put it back on Steam again, then that probably means that Battle.net's days are numbered. It's not going to go away immediately, but give it like a couple of years and it'll probably be gone. Now, will they put games like World of Warcraft and all the Blizzard titles on Steam? Now, that'd be very interesting. But as far as the Activision games go, i.e. Call of Duty, because that's the only thing they really make these days outside of the occasional Crash, then, yeah, that'll be on Steam going forward, I imagine, which is pretty cool. Hopefully when that happens, they take, like, the older ones, like, they take, like, 2019, Modern Warfare 2019, and Cold War and stuff, and they put that on Steam as well. Kind of like when EA started to put their games on Steam again. they put all their existing games on there as well. Okay, so now we got the little montage. Yeah, October 28th.
Get early access to the open beta.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
That's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So, first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but
The Call of Duty account literally just uploaded that trailer. Like, literally just. Obviously, they have it timed or whatever. But it's just, like, funny how it's already up.
and of course,
Also, that Guile trailer from earlier is already up.
new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves,
Is the audio loud enough?
Special Forces Colonel Alejandro.
Like, is the stream audio loud enough?
He's a guy who's super
'Cause I'm looking at the bars in OBS right now, and I feel like it's not high enough.
But as far as the level's concerned, you know, this I got to shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here, and you know, you saw the win.
The audio's good? Okay, just for some reason I feel like it's not high enough.
Sound design, and of course our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions.
But if you say it's okay, then I'll leave it alone.
Allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly the cover would shift and leave you exposed, but it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait. I'm so excited that we get to show it off today.
And that's just a hint of where things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall. Modern Warfare 2, obviously, you know, we're so excited it's back this year. We've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah, we first of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that Jeff and the team at Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks this step change, what we're calling a transformational moment for the entire franchise. You're going to see incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all in one shared engine now across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience. We're affectionately calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be a standalone experience of Warzone for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration's just been incredible. Everybody's so excited for Task Force 141. Warzone coming to mobile as well for players on the go. We're on Steam.
I thought Warzone was already on mobile.
There's going to be a lot more to come in the months to follow.
Like, as a part of Call of Duty Mobile.
We got to ask a little bit about
Or are they gonna do Warzone, like,
gameplay here on this, but
as its own individual app?
a bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing High Rise and other elements, but we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for sure.
High Rise. That's the name of that's the name of the Modern Warfare 2 map that the infamous "Mom, get the camera" is from. That's how I know it the most. But they also brought it back in Advanced Warfare. That's a reference right there. I think I made that reference not too long ago too. Yeah, the classic "Mom, get the camera." That's a classic right there.
All right, well, we've got lots more Summer Game Fest still to go, and now it's time to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I love this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this very first look.
I have no. What is this? Oh, dang it, what's the name? There's a name for this. I forget the name. But that movement, I know that movement. Okay, so hey, that's it. Okay, look at that Series X logo they're using. You don't see that one used too often when they do the trailers. And of course it doesn't say S, but obviously the S is gonna work.
Let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced
Okay, I thought that game was gonna be something different.
almost 5 years later, I am so excited. The team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this.
There's Warzone Mobile, but you can't play with console people. Okay. So now we'll have crossplay. Okay. That's neat, I guess. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Apparently this is a game they showed off at the Game Awards at one point. I don't really recognize it too much. Actually, I might recognize it a little bit. What is this, like, medieval Doom or something? Maybe Doom's not the best comparison, but... That's the easiest one I can think of is, like, was this medieval Doom? Look at them, they even got the pentagrams. This is totally, yeah, this totally looks like it's medieval Doom. Witchfire. Early access soon. Epic Games Star. No consoles? I can't imagine that's not going to come out on consoles, at least at some point.
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
I have some theories.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29. Today, I can't believe what I saw.
Okay, it's not at all what I was thinking. I just had a random guess. Now, when they say familiar names, do they mean like the people making it, or do they mean like the actual? Is this actually a franchise people would know? This kind of just looks like the Callisto Protocol again.
Something is going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
Aha! Troy Baker. That's how you know they were... Okay, so it's not a franchise that people recognize. It's people have known. Not even developers, just like voice actors. You know, Troy Baker is one of like the classic has been in everything voice actors, alongside like Laura Bailey.
Who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base called Solace. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with Roger's character.
Battle we've been waiting to see.
Yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we can work
Do we know how long this is supposed to be? Because we're 30 minutes in.
Thanks for having us.
It's so great that you're in another game. I mean, it's feel like this is your first game since.
It's one of the first major ones for a while. And I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post. His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I gotta I think a lot of people see this thing and they'll probably wonder, you know, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, like, how did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't yet. Another Fast and Furious game. Nah. It'll probably be for something else.
Everything as a society, but also the way this industry functions. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were leveling the playing field between like the AAA studios and the indie studios, the AAA studios. And so, just like anything else, we reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game. He walked me through a very brief description of what the experience was going to be like. And at the very beginning, he said, "We want this to feel."
The Rock isn't in any games, really. He's a movie guy, obviously. You know, Fast and Furious. There's more than that. Jumanji. He's in the Jumanji movies.
I get to work with one of the best.
He's in a bunch of things. But
The privilege of getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I love
he's not really in games.
the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. I think it's gonna.
I've seen some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture on Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks at
Do we know if this is going to be last gen or not?
gameplay. Like, what are we gonna do in this?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're gonna let the game speak for itself. But this is a game where you, as the player, you're gonna be exploring. We're gonna be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're gonna be very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Cuphead yet either. That Cuphead DLC was announced like 5 years ago, and only now it's finally coming out. Yeah, there was a Black Adam trailer that came out recently. I didn't watch it, but I know it came out like the other day.
The forefront of this, and to see the performance capture aspect, we brought in an incredible, like, gotta give a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. He says, "I want to know story just like
So apparently this game was announced like in like November or something. But I can't find much information on it. So I'm curious if this is gonna be like, is this gonna be next gen only, or is this gonna be last gen, or Gotham Knights? Oh yeah, we haven't seen that yet either. And of course, no Last of Us, which is probably gonna be the big thing they're gonna end on. No Atlas. No Atlas yet. Which is interesting because where else are Atlas gonna announce something?
Yeah, I mean, this is so cool to see.
They're not gonna announce anything at the Xbox event. I mean, yeah, Soul Hackers is gonna be coming to Xbox, but they're not gonna show it there. So
Next up, keeping up with the space scene, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game which will feature a musical score by industry legend Mick Gordon. This one is going to be
AKA the guy that did the Doom soundtracks, like the recent Doom game soundtracks. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'm sure that Mick Gordon is gonna get some people's eyebrows moving though. Yeah, what the hell is this? Yeah, there has been a lot of space games talked about. Wait, this is a VR game, isn't it? I think this is a VR game. I don't know why, just something about it tells me it's gonna be a VR game. Like the low resolution, it just tells me it's gonna be a VR game, but it also might just be an aesthetic thing they're doing. Okay. Heck was that? Like Five Nights in Freddy's, but in space? Like Xbox and PC, no PlayStation? It's on Game Pass.
that was routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially
A
back.
decade ago.
Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the Foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Okay, well, here's.
What's up, everybody? And what's up, Jeff? And what is up to the Summer Game Fest audience?
Of course, he's got his like gym or whatever. Of course, he does.
Inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise.
But what is the point of him being here?
Sweaty and smelly Iron
I.
Paradise.
You can tell he's sweaty. You can tell.
The number one fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of
This stream is sponsored by Zoa. Best energy drink in the game.
I'm the handsome, sexiest man alive. Big drink energy. Always room for a cheesy jump. There's always room for the extra large cheese.
Yeah, you can see that sweat on like his tattoo there.
You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I gotta tell you guys, number one, thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the Foundation, but also
I have no idea what the Foundation is. Apparently, it's something in Fortnite.
working with
I have no idea what that is though.
and the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as millions of you know, around the
Black Adam's coming to Fortnite. Is that gonna be the announcement?
list, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say, a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's one of his superpowers is magic. So you do the math. October 21st, I cannot wait for you guys to see Black Adam around the world in theaters.
Or is this just to promote Black Adam? Even though it's not a game. But then again, the Game Awards has talked about movies before, so. But this is literally called. Well, then again, they both have game in the title, and they still talk about movies. Remember then when people were talking about what if they premiered the Endgame trailer at the Game Awards back in like 2018?
Stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass. Enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Okay, so literally, I haven't seen the trailer yet, so this is basically just to promote Black Adam. Okay. Hey, at Warner Bros. Discovery, we got that on the byline because of course they have, you know, Zaslav, you know, running the show now. With the axe of Zaslav, as John Campia has made famous, kind of coming down in a lot of projects recently. But it is still kind of weird. Like, it's one thing when we get the Mario movie news, and the like getting Mario movie news in that direct was still very weird. But at least it was like related to gaming because it was Mario. But what does Black Adam have to do with gaming? I mean, I don't mind having the trailer here, but like it doesn't make sense to be here. Outriders. Yeah, this game came out like last year and kind of just died. You know, not even. No one really talked about this game. It was on Game Pass, but that was about it. Wait, that sound effect, isn't that like a stock like YouTube sound effect? Or at least a sound effect you hear in a lot of YouTube videos. Hey, we got the new Windows logo. You don't see that too often, even though we're like a year into Windows 11. I know that Soul Hackers has the new Windows logo. Oh, here we go. Splatoon, yeah, Monster Hunters. This is just like a little like real, kind of like the Nintendo Switch has games thing from the Game Awards that one year. Imagine if that's all we got. Like, no direct, no nothing. That was all we got. Okay, Fall Guys. Fall Guys is finally coming out on Xbox, and there's going to be a native PS5 version. There's going to be crossplay, so that's all pretty cool. Yeah, that was kind of a repeat of the Nintendo Switch has games trailer from like the from 2019 or whatever. But I will admit, I'm surprised that we had that at all. I did not think we were going to see a single thing from Nintendo. And to be fair, that barely counts, but I just find that interesting. Yeah, it would be funny though if like that was all we got. Like no direct, no nothing. That's all you get, suckers. Nah. We're gonna get a direct. But I'm actually kind of excited for the PS5 version to come out finally, like a native PS5 version that runs at 4K. And yeah, free to play as well. Free for all!
Across all platforms, including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers.
Okay. It's a new IP, developers you may recognize. Like, not the actual company, but like the people behind the company.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry.
This looks like the main character looks like the Recore protagonist. If anyone remembers that game. She kind of looks like the Recore protagonist. Like it's like Titanfall v Devil. Like what? Or Demon. It's obviously nothing like that. Just that was the comparison I felt like making.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming. And hell's coming with it.
Stormgate. Register for 2023 beta. Why is the frame rate so low right there? No platforms?
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations.
I kind of wish they would tell us platforms. I'm sure it'll be on all the things you expect, bro.
Congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise.
Oh, it's an RTS. Okay, then. The trailer doesn't look like an RTS, but okay. Tim Morton. Let me look up that name. I want to see if he's done anything notable.
You guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. Tell us about the size of this RTS.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more.
Okay, so Tim Morton, this guy, he apparently made StarCraft 2, or he worked on StarCraft 2. And he left Blizzard in 2019 to form the studio he has now.
Where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for
This is kind of like the Callisto Project thing, just like for an RTS instead of like Dead Space.
any sense of what you want to do for the game.
I think like just about every game they've shown so far has been Unreal Engine, actually. Ugh. Most games run on Unreal Engine these days, but you know, some studios still, like, you know, Capcom has RE Engine, Rockstar has Rage, Nintendo has their like Lunch Pack. I think it's what it's called. Like a lot of their games use Lunch Pack or whatever. It's like that's the name of their like engine, like Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and a bunch of the other games run on.
3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also still got 1v1.
Halo has the Slip Space engine. Ugh.
First kind of work in progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual.
If this is only going for an hour, we got 10 minutes left. Again, I have no idea how long this is supposed to be.
You said for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready, and I'm just so thrilled there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys, your background, and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team, Frost Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really great.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Okay, then.
Good morning, Highwater dwellers. Highwater Pirate Radio keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
Most of the quote-unquote indie games they've shown so far have been like big budget indie games. They're more like AA games than indie games. But this one is unmistakably a true as hell indie game. Got drones. Did you see that statue that was trying to do a selfie? I'm not sure why that's there.
Breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind. It's impacted the development of the game.
I'll admit, I've kind of forgotten about it.
A Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped revealing a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict. Hope to be able to share your
I'll admit, yeah, actually, the other day I looked up to see if there's any big news on like what's going on with the Ukraine stuff, and it seems like nothing has really changed too much. It's just kind of continuing as normal.
or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
What?
Picture a city where technology and science go
He has no nose.
with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a
Why is the trailer is like improperly frame paced? You can see like judder.
reality, and that city is Arcadia.
Arcadia.
A 43 square
Those colors, you see the colors they're using? Those colors are definitely like early 80s video game color schemes.
broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform. American Arcadia. Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
I got they got this like music going for something that's like somewhat mundane.
Listen to me. We can't allow criminals to escape under any circumstances. Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
Oh, that's cool. They got like a movie style poster for it. That's kind of cool.
Apparently, we've made it to the beach.
The hell.
This is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get hit. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
I'm not sure what this is. Coffee Stain. This is the guys that made Goat Simulator. Okay, so it literally is Goat Simulator 2. I was like wondering if it was gonna transition into that. Hey Wilhelm, did you hear that? Wilhelm scream. Goat Simulator 3? 3? We didn't even get a 2! What? Am I missing something? Did we get a sequel at some point? I just didn't hear about it? Or is that supposed to be the joke that they're skipping over 2 and going right to 3? I have no idea. Oh yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns. This is like the black sheep of like the Marvel game lineup that nobody talks about.
Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
Metallica! Venom! 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 Yeah, exactly. We didn't get his Goat Simulator 2. At least I'm pretty sure we didn't. So I think that's the joke. They're skipping 3 because meme or whatever. Unless I'm missing something. But yeah, apparently Venom's in this, so that's cool. I don't think Venom was confirmed beforehand. Hey, Spider-Man. Wait, was that Miles? Wait a second, this music. Wait, isn't this music the Spider-Man PS4 music? Wait, what? Isn't this the Spider-Man PS4 music? Am I crazy? But this is a cross-platform game, so, or is it gonna be like the Avengers game where it's exclusive to the PlayStation version? Except it's gonna literally be the PS4 like incarnation as opposed to a new one like the Avengers game did. Please tell me I didn't. Hey, oh, we got a new variation of Hulk apparently, but please tell me I swear to God I heard PS4 Spider-Man music when they were showing Spider-Man, even though that suit wasn't that suit. Like, am I crazy? Am I missing? I don't know. I'm sure. Hey, this finally. Oh, it's gonna be on GOG. That's cool. Yeah, finally, after all these years. I still haven't played the actual game yet. We promise it won't be delayed again. Summer Games Fest, brought to you by Steam Deck. Yeah, not to be confused with the Elgato Stream Deck. Now, they haven't put out a physical version of this game yet, and the reason why is because they were waiting for this DLC to come out. And I believe they're going to be doing a physical version for at least PlayStation and for at least Switch. Probably PlayStation. I don't know if they'll do it for Xbox, though. If we're gonna get a physical version of this game though with all the stuff on it, I'll just buy the physical version when it comes out. Because I've waited this long, I can wait longer.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game. But you brought a little something.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last.
We're about an hour in, by the way. We still haven't seen Gotham Knights, and we still haven't seen Last of Us. So we still have at least a few things left. Man, this game looks good. There's a reason why this DLC took forever. It's because they do like it's because of the crazy visuals and how everything is hand drawn, which I can appreciate because I feel like hand drawn. I mean, this isn't an animated thing; it's a game, but you know, I've noticed a lot of like Western cartoons these days aren't hand drawn. They do like the Flash style thing where it looks wrong. Or at least it looks wrong a good amount of the time. There are obviously good ways to do it, but I don't know. To me, it's like hand-drawn's definitely... Like, if you can do hand-drawn, do hand-drawn. You know, it almost always looks better than Flash or the puppet rig thing.
Cuphead, and who doesn't? Tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix's Geek Week, which will include new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
We're not going to watch that. Just as a heads up.
All weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with Ian Aikman and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow after Geek Week, there is the Epic Games Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Games Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda.
This is the big one, of course.
Look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell.
Ah, this is the game. This is the okay. I heard Nintendo Switch and my heart kind of jumped for a second, and then I heard PC. Okay, so this is the game that person. Okay, so you know that direct rumor we were just talking about earlier? It's like, oh, there's a game that's coming out like July 15th or whatever. This is the game they're talking about, Neon White. So that entire Nintendo Direct supposed whatever has now been thrown completely out the window because they showed it here. So that entire rumor, that entire Direct thing is dead now. That doesn't mean we won't get one still, but that rumor now doesn't mean anything because it was referring to this.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Single player, card-based, speedrunning, FPS. For freaks by freaks. It's coming out. Okay, 16th, not 15th. The rumor said 15th. So, okay, so yes, that direct rumor doesn't mean anything now. Still haven't seen Gotham Knights. We still have Humble Games, huh? So Humble Bundle. Yeah, still no Gotham Knights. I'm still standing by, so this is apparently made by a single guy? Like, is like the entire game is literally all of the game made by one guy, or is it just like one guy's vision, but he still has a team? Because if all we're seeing right now was really made by one guy, that's pretty impressive. I mean, it's not the most crazy game ever, but still, you know, if this is just one guy, this is pretty cool. Yeah, no Gotham Knights, and yeah, no Last of Us. I'm sticking by Last of Us is what they're gonna end on. But yeah, Neon White was the thing that people were saying, oh, that might tie into a Direct. So yeah, now that that's here, yeah. From the co-writer of Destiny 2, okay, that's interesting. Game Pass.
Such a cool game. I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games in the hands of you guys at home, and that's why I'm checking it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
Oh yeah, that's right, you left. Okay, so you missed you didn't miss anything like really, but you did miss Neon White being shown off. And the reason why it's notable is because Neon White, okay, so you know how we were talking about that Direct rumor earlier on? How like, oh, like there's like this game that's supposed to be dropped or something or shown off in supposedly this Direct or whatever. Neon White was the game they were referring to. So that entire Direct rumor is now in the trash because now it doesn't mean anything. Because they showed it here and not in that Direct. So that quote unquote Direct rumor is now in the trash. It doesn't mean anything now. At least I don't think it means anything now. Aside from that though, you haven't really missed anything.
Suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tunnel Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Duviri Paradox. It's Finally, I know it's been a couple of years, but Devere Paradox is going to be what Tunnel Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child, my friend.
So this is stuff for Warframe. I haven't played this game in a while. I played it a little bit a few years ago. There's a native PS5 version out there. Maybe I should give that a shot.
For now, dream of who we were.
Yeah, how much longer is this going to go on for? Because it's been an hour and 10 minutes. It's still not over. I'm kind of surprised it's going on this long. And again, still haven't seen Gotham Knights, still haven't seen Last of Us, and I still think that's going to be what they're going to end on. That's clearly what Jeff is going to want to end on. He's going to want to end on like a big thing, like a really big thing, and Last of Us is a big thing.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space.
We still haven't seen anything from Atlas, by the way. Again, not that I was expecting anything from Atlas, but I mean, why else would they be at Par Summer Games Fest if they weren't going to be here? The PC gaming show? I mean, sure, they showed Golden there in 2020, and that's the only reason I watched the 2021 PC gaming thing, was literally just to see if they would announce something else for PC. My friends is obsessed with Warframe. I've played a decent amount of it. Well, actually, that's probably stretching the truth a bit too much, but I've played it.
In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures. Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as
Do I have two things going? Because it says there's 2 viewers right now. I don't think I have 2 things going, so I guess I really do have 2 people watching. Well, to the 2 people watching, thank you for watching. Obviously, Vigibake is one of them, but I don't know who the other is. Yeah, let me see if there's is there a time frame for how long this is supposed to be? I don't see any, like, length for this. There's no official length for how long this is supposed to be. I can't imagine it's going to go on for too much longer, though. Does he know about the YouTube channel? I know, he probably knows it exists, because I've talked about the YouTube channel plenty of times at this point, while he's been around. But I don't know if he actually... So I don't know if he, like, watches any of the stuff over there, though. I haven't gotten a comment from him over there, at the very least. But yeah, I have no idea how long this is supposed to be, though. What's kind of funny is now it's dropped back down to 1 viewer. So I don't know, maybe that was just some weird bug. Okay, now it's 2 again. I don't know, whatever. It could just be the YouTube counter being weird, though. I know the YouTube counter can be strange. 60 FPS. Looks actually kind of neat. Maybe 1230. Yeah, I can't imagine it'll go on past 1230. So we got to be in the home stretch at this point, right? We got to be on our last couple of announcements. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we go, it's time to see the game. Yeah, Shredder's Revenge. This was announced earlier this year. I don't think this is this getting a physical release? I don't know if it is. Casey Jones. Yeah, I don't remember if this is getting a physical release or not. I want to say it is, but only through like limited run or something like that, not like a proper release, even though the Cowabunga collection is getting a proper release. Again, I don't quote me on that. So this is obviously in the same style of like the other like TMNT arcade games, like the original arcade game and Turtles in Time. So if you liked those, you'll probably like this. I don't know, it looks like a fun game. Obviously based off of the original series. The designs and everything. Ooh, 6 players? You can do 6 players? Whoa. You better watch out, Smash. There's another game coming for your crowd. Seriously, how many games have 6-player, like, more than 4-player locally these days? The only one I can think of... Well, to be fair, not that many games have it in the first place. But, it tends to be, like Smash is the only one I can think of that has, like, 8-player. This game has 6, apparently, so that's neat. It's playing a Game Boy. Ooh, soon. Okay. And hey, it's on Game Pass. I might maybe we'll stream that actually. If it was on Game Pass, you know, we could probably get that game done in a couple of streams. I mean, it's like an arcade game basically. No promises, just, you know, we might do that if it's coming out soon and it's going to be on Game Pass. I was playing Mario Kart the other day and I was able to play the DLC stages online without buying the DLC. Well, yeah, that's been a thing for a while, though. But you can't pick them yourself. It's like it is in Smash, where, like, if you didn't have any of the DLC, I could still play as Joker, and I could still pick Hollow Bastion, and we could still play on that, no problem, even if you didn't have any of the DLC. So... Sega? Oh, what's the franchise called? Not Age of Empires. Age of Empires is the Microsoft series. There's a series Sega has. Dang it, I don't know what the name is. Okay, so this is just a new series, I guess. It's on Game Pass. Well, PC Game Pass anyway. But wait, there's more. You got the classic music right there. So what the heck is this? Wait, what was that? Okay, so wait, so it's on console, okay. Oh, okay, so is this a different game than the other one?
Humankind allows you to shape your civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era. One Piece is
Oh yeah, we haven't seen this yet either.
anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with One Piece Odyssey. Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates
I can see chromatic aberration on the logo.
reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his
You see that like that like pink and green?
upcoming JRPG.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
Oh yeah, I heard that apparently One Piece is entering its final arc soon, which is like kind of insane for because One Piece is, the longest running manga that's currently in circulation. It's been around since 1997, and it's finally going to be entering its final arc soon. Wait a second, was that Morgana's Japanese voice? Like for Chopper? I don't know, I've never watched One Piece or anything like that, but that voice, I know that voice. That's Morgana and by extension Pikachu. That's the same voice actress. I guarantee. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. What's her name? I forget what the name of the voice actress is, but I know it's. Yes, I was right. Yeah, it's the same person. It's the same person. Super Luffy Odyssey. Yeah, people were making jokes about that when this game was announced, like last year or whatever. Beyond imagination.
One Piece Odyssey.
We got that new Bandai Namco logo. ILCA. So they're getting more work, apparently. And it's going to be on Series X and S, but not Xbox One, even though there's going to be a PS4 version, kind of like Street Fighter 6. Okay, so wait, what's this? Okay, so I was like, we might see Soul Hackers. Okay, we get Soul Hackers, okay. I have not been keeping up with the trailers for this at all, but it's cool that we get to see more of it. It's coming out in August. I hope we get pre-orders up. We need pre-orders for this already in the West. They announced like the Western, they announced like the Western Special Edition or whatever, but we don't have like pre-orders in general. Like and we also don't have anything for like the regular physical version, whatever that might be. Okay, pre-order now. Okay, that was a really quick trailer, but this video is sponsored by NerdWallet. Not to be confused with Ridge Wallet. Or this stream is sponsored by NerdWallet. That was a really quick showcase. And yes, you saw that correctly, an Atlas game on Xbox. So that's pretty interesting. Let me actually see if it really is up already. Samsung Gaming Hub. Yeah, it wasn't like an Xbox app for TVs coming, like for xCloud. So I guess it's gonna be in the Samsung TV. Another like collection. Capcom's been doing a lot of collections in recent years. Capcom Arcade Stadium 2. Okay then, it's neat, I guess. Okay, so we're getting the Strikers trailer that's been on YouTube for a while. Could we like actually see something though, please? Like, could we get Splatoon trailer? Could we go get something? Could we at least get the announcement of a direct? Yeah, tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Carl, and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games
On what?
the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets.
Okay.
With vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is
Headbanging isn't required, it is recommended.
so go check it out and slay to the beat.
Okay, so the English Soul Hackers website has been updated to actually include more stuff. Has been updated in a while. Okay, so now we got pre-orders. Yeah, you got so yeah, physical is there. For some reason it says book. I think they mean steel book. Yeah, the Persona 5 Royal, you couldn't buy like a regular physical version at launch. It had to be the steel book. I'm guessing they're doing the same thing here. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the steel book, but yeah. And there is going to be physical versions for all platforms, including Xbox, which is awesome because I thought that I'm on the Spanish website. Okay, hold on, let me change it to the English website. Okay, let me read what it says this time. Yeah, it's a standard edition. Actually, no, it doesn't say if it's a steelbook or not. There's a launch edition and there's a standard edition, and the launch edition comes with some like character cards. And then of course, like there's like digital standard, digital deluxe, digital premium, all that stuff. Funcom. I feel like I recognize that somewhere. We're almost at 12:30. Still no Gotham. Still no any of that stuff. This is going on for a while.
Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This is spiritual successor to Until Dawn.
Okay, so Soul Hackers is going to be a smart delivery game. And there will be a free upgrade if you buy the PS4 version, so that's cool, I guess. I really hope that this game will be like the Series X version is on the disc. I don't know how big the game is going to be. Atlas games aren't that big. Even Persona 5 Royal is only like 30 gigs, so maybe it can fit. Maybe it'll be. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to get the PS5 version anyway, but I hope that the physical version on Xbox has the Series X version on the disc as well, since there's not going to be a separate one because it's a smart delivery title.
What's the point of that?
There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family...
Okay, so the launch edition is going to be the regular, like, physical release with, like, bonuses. It's not going to be a steelbook like it was for Royal. Which I'm fine with. But I'm just kind of curious what was going on with that.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Bonus story arc: The Lost Numbers. Huh. Yeah, you can't. There's no links to. Like, let me go to Amazon.
Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather patterns.
Soul Hackers. Yeah, you can't pre-order it just yet, but they will be happening very soon if the website's any indication.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it.
I wonder if Soul Hackers is going to be 1x enhanced. I wonder if Atlas bothered to shell out for a 1x development kit for the 5 people that are going to be playing the game on 1x. I'm already surprised we're getting an Xbox version. Let alone for Xbox One in addition to Series. I would have expected them to do what some of the other Japanese companies are doing, where they'll make a PS4 version, but they won't make an Xbox One version. So it'd be PS4, PS5, and then Series X and S, but no Xbox One. But no, there's going to be an Xbox One version. And to my knowledge, this is not going to be on Game Pass. I know some people are hoping for that. It's not, which is fine, I guess. I'd rather have it physically anyway, but would have been cool to have. Hold on a sec. So yeah, on the Atlas Twitter account, it says, yeah, Humanity's fate is in her hands. Soul Hackers 2 is now available for physical and digital pre-order. Except you can't, because my PS4. There's no physical release in Europe. We'll be here too. There's gonna be a physical release in Europe. I was on the Spanish site a second ago, and there was physical versions for Spain. So yeah, there's gonna be physical versions in Europe. Oh, the new Saints Row. Most people do not have any hopes. Most people do not have hope for this game. I'm not a Saints Row person. I've never played any of the other games, but what I do know is that the people that do like Saints Row are expecting this game to be bad. Whoa, what the heck is that? That's gonna be a thing? Obviously they censored it for the trailer, but in the actual game, will you actually see it? What? Did they do that in any of the previous games? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know anything about Saints Row. I know that it's like it is popular, but I know that a lot of people don't have much faith in this game. But I guess we'll just see what happens when the game comes out. Yeah, oh, it's available for it's available to pre-order physically right now. Well, no, it's not. You can pre-order it digitally, but not physically yet. Yeah, I'm really in no position to even think about pre-ordering that game when I still haven't played SMT5, even though it's been sitting on my shelf for 6 months. That's the next game I need to play. That's the next game I need to play right there. Like, yeah, I want to do Fallen Order and some other games, but I really need to get SMT5. I need to just play that already. So this is like a demo or whatever. I'm sure we'll see Digital Foundry cover that. Warhammer. This is going on for a while.
Dark Tide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Dark Tide promises intense four-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on September 13 for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Let me look up Best Buy. They got on Best Buy? It is not on Best Buy yet, so it's not really up yet. They say it's up. It's not really up yet. Maybe we have to give it a few hours, and then it'll actually be up. Wait. Am I seeing things? Okay, for a second I thought that the PC version was going to get a physical release, even though that makes no sense. Now I was looking, nah, my mind was just not looking at the right thing. Okay, that's interesting. The Persona... Okay, so this was already announced for Japan, but in Japan, if you pre-order Soul Hackers, you get, like, Persona 5 themed, like, skins for all the main characters, because of course you do. That's apparently not going to be for the physical version over here, though. The physical version, you just get those, like, character cards if you pre-order.
Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's Return to the World of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it run.
This is from yesterday. We recognize that many were unable to pre-order Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Edition today on My Nintendo Store. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. We are working to resolve this. Oh yeah, that's another thing too, by the way. The Special Edition for Xenoblade 3 is exclusive to the My Nintendo Store. Now, I have been waiting for them to do something with that for forever now. Because for the longest time, we didn't have an online physical store for the West, like at least for the US. Europe has had one for a while, and they've done exclusive stuff for that, but this is the first time they've actually done anything for the West. And it did not work well, apparently, because a lot of people are struggling to get their pre-orders in. Let me see what happens if I try to do it. Let me go to the My Nintendo Store right now. I want to see what happens. My Nintendo Store. Yeah, games. I'm sure it's gonna be at the very top. Why do I not see it? Xenoblade 3 Special Edition. Releasing in TBD with no option to do anything. So... Huh. Because this is next gen only. If you couldn't notice, I'm not like really paying attention too much right now. I'm waiting for something that I'll actually like. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I was gonna say, yeah, I haven't really been paying attention for the last couple of like things because I'm not really interested in them. But okay, Gotham Knights. So we gotta be approaching the end now, right?
I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So, I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe. No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do.
Okay, so apparently going back to the the Midnight Suns trailer from earlier, you know how I was like, why do they have Spider-Man PS4 music? Apparently Yuri Lowenthal is voicing Spider-Man in that game. And his voice did sound similar, so like, is it literally like the same character, or is it just a coincidence? Because I heard music that was so similar to the PS4 music that I feel like it couldn't have been a coincidence.
Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans. And,
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. I'm guessing that's Neil Druckmann. There's something that hasn't leaked. Oh, really? Oh, really? Now, maybe they're talking about factions. They might be talking about factions when they say stuff that hasn't leaked.
Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, it is Neil Druckmann.
They're still sending us letters and art and these characters' journey.
So we're gonna get the leaked trailer that already came out, and then maybe we'll get factions. That's what they're kind of alluding to.
And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects more than we've ever had at the same time.
Or maybe we'll get Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
What can Last of Us fans expect in the future from it?
Thank you for asking, Jeff. So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. We really want to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog.
Okay, so yeah, the factions.
The way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown.
Okay, so it's not gonna be.
We're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. What we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new
Now, is this going to be live service? It's a multiplayer game, but that doesn't automatically mean it's live service. But we also know Sony wants to get into live service, so I don't know. But this is going to be a standalone game, so it's not just going to be a mode.
Joe Padnetti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us, and you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year?
Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved. I
Okay.
Incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so this past year,
Yeah, there's also this.
impregnation of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, we're looking at back now, can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't, I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and the whole crew and everybody that's up there. And then actually their last day of filming is tomorrow.
The entire series, last day of filming is
Last
tomorrow.
day of filming is tomorrow. Greg is up there right now, wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Okay, good first look. Let's take a
So you can see this is a certain museum the players might know from the game.
So obviously that's like Joel and Ellie, I assume. I haven't played Last of Us. I was gonna play the first game before the second one came out. And then the second one came out, and it was, well, divisive to say the least. And because of that, I was like, should I even bother playing the first one at this point? But especially when we got the remake coming out now, so it's like, well, if I'm going to play, I might as well play the remake. But then it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll play it at some point. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game images I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate set, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well. Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon.
Okay. All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We have a couple actors here that are part of the show.
Okay, come on out.
Are they saving the trailer for the end?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Surprise!
Troy's back again.
I know.
I'm a little confused though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella and Troy Astra from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said, Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it.
I'm guessing they're saving like the Last of Us Part 1 trailer for the end of like this little Last of Us segment they're doing.
And it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo. These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now.
As opposed to like in the Uncharted movie when they had Nolan North on screen for a second to be like, oh yeah, I've been through that before, or whatever, like on the beach when he's talking to Tom Holland. And they play like the little motif of the Uncharted theme as it's happening, as a get it, cause it's Nolan North, it's the actual Nathan Drake, yeah, that whole thing.
Not let people know that because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game. They all knew what it was that they were working on, committed working on this project because they were.
By the way, so the Mario Strikers reviews have come out, and it's basically what people were expecting, i.e. a repeat of the last couple of sports games where, like, the gameplay itself is fine, it's just lack of content. At least that's from what I heard. It's basically, like people were thinking that was going to happen again, and as far as I can tell, it basically has. Gameplay's fine, lack of content. That seems to be the main complaint, like the other sports games. And of course, we're going to be getting the updates, but people are annoyed that we're getting the updates as well, because, you know, just put them on the game at launch. But, yeah. I'm not a Mario Strikers person, so it doesn't really affect me, but, yeah.
I'm so excited about the series. The fact that you guys are in it and undisclosed world, I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bother me.
I've been pretty lucky that none of the games I've cared about have been affected by the release the game, update it later model. The only game that seems to have worked with so far is the game that started it, that being Splatoon. It works well with Splatoon, but all the other games they've tried it with, it has not worked. Whether it's the Mario Sports games or Switch Sports or ARMS, it just doesn't really work. The update it later model doesn't really work for those games. Okay, here we go. Even closer to our original vision. Where have I heard that before? So here we go. Here's the trailer that was leaked that I didn't watch, but yeah.
So why'd you leave Boston? I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I know I keep talking about how like nobody asked for this. In the grand scheme of things, nobody asked for this. That being said, though, I'm not gonna say no to better visuals. Even though the first game still looks perfectly fine, like especially on PS4 Pro with like the 4K mode, I'm not gonna say no to like Last of Us 2 visual quality in the first game. Because Last of Us, say what you will about Last of Us 2, but it does have some of the best visuals on PS4. So getting that on like the first game is cool. I think the main reason they're doing this though is just as like promotion for the show. But yeah. So it's not going to be a PS4 game. It is PS5. So this is technically this is Naughty Dog's first PS5 game. Technically, not counting the Uncharted remasters from earlier this year. That doesn't count. But this is a remake. This is a remake. So that's why I'm kind of like, it's technically. Oh yeah, so there's the PC thing.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade, guys.
Now that is still very interesting. The fact that like it's one thing when the remasters come out on PC, but the fact that this is kind of a day and date. It's still a remake of a game that's been out since 2013, but this is technically Sony's first day and date of like a quote-unquote new release of some kind. It definitely looks different. I can definitely see the upgrade.
Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that
I can already tell there's going to be a big debate over like which one is better, like the original vision or like the new version that looks better but is not the original. It's kind of like the Star Wars. I was kind of alluding to this earlier, but like the Star Wars, like the original versions versus the special, because the special editions are better in some respects, but obviously there's also a lot of downsides. We're probably gonna have that with this, where like it's gonna be like which one is really what is the definitive way to play The Last of Us, the original version on PS4, or like the remaster on PS4, or like the new remade version that is graphically better but maybe is worse in some aspects somehow. But again, we'll see when the game comes out. But yeah, retro naming it Part 1 makes sense. Again, the thing I mentioned forever ago, like, Star Wars was just Star Wars at one point, and now it's A New Hope, because we got movies after that. And everyone else is calling it Part 1 anyway, so yeah, sure, call it Part 1 for the remake. But are we going to get a Last of Us 2 PS5 version? Because a lot of people were predicting we were going to get that, and then we never did. We got the 60 FPS patch, but we never got a actual native PS5 version. If they're remaking the first game, I can't imagine we won't get a port of the second one.
Still making games. I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about. Maybe if someone plays and wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it. Do a new project. We'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try it soon. All right. Troy, Ashley, Dale, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest. And I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Seth.
All right. right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days.
Okay, then. See, that was the big closer. That's what I figured.
Double Fine, including an exclusive look at the Planet of Lamp, and then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geek Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase.
And maybe a direct if we're lucky, like after that.
I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom opening night live on
Oh yeah, Gamescom. Remember Gamescom? To be fair, Gamescom's never been super big, but... And then, of course, Game Awards. In-person event?
Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest, and remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
Alrighty then, so that went on a bit long. Like, that went on longer than I was expecting, and maybe even longer than I'd like in some. So that was almost 2 hours long. But we did get a lot of announcements. Most of them aren't anything too big, but... Is that Jack Black? Oh.
Definitely the oldest independent game festival like this. It was started 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Made It to celebrate the best independent games out there. Bring them to the fans. We want to bring developers and players together, get together, play games, and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in terms of scope, but now it's gone digital. So
I'm gonna go and turn the volume down while I talk. Okay, so yeah, that went on a long time. Probably a bit longer than I would have liked, but overall, it was all right. We got Last of Us, we got Gotham Knights, we got Soul Hackers, we got some other things here and there. A lot of the stuff that was shown doesn't personally interest me, but it was not a bad showcase. I didn't watch last year's, so I can't compare it to that. But overall, it was all right. Okay, so we're going to go and click off of this, since this is just going to be doing the next thing they're showing. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and... Before we close things out here, let's go ahead and look up some stuff. Well, first things first, let's go ahead and see if there's any other new rumors. Or is it just the same one from before? Is this the one from before? Yeah, this is the one from before. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and I want to look up that Marvel Midnight Suns thing real quick. I want to see... Am I crazy? I swear to God that they use... Okay, it's one thing when... Okay, Yuri Lowenthal is one thing, but I swear they played the music. Like, they actually played the music. Which is, like... weird. And I say it's weird because, yeah, we already got the new trailer. YouTube. Is this in 4K? Yes, it is. Let's go back to when Spider-Man shows up.
typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Like, you hear that music, right? Isn't that like the Spider-Man PS4 music? Or it sure sounds like it. Like, I can't be the only one that hears that, right? It's not the same incarnation. That's pretty obvious. But it's Yuri Lowenthal, and it has, like, virtually the same music. So it's, like, kind of... Oh, yeah, I'm not signed in right now because I'm on... Oh, yeah, different, because I'm not signed in on here right now. But, Alrighty then, let's go ahead and check Soul Hackers again. Come on. I want to see if it's actually up. It's supposed to be up, but it's not actually up. It's up for digital, but it's not up physically. I want to see physical. Yeah, bonus story arc, The Lost Numbers. Huh. It sounds a lot like it. Yeah, it's like, I wonder if that's like 2K trying to like, it's that like legally distinct thing where like it sounds just similar enough that you like recognize it, but not so similar that like, I don't know. So yeah, PlayStation Direct, I'm guessing they have the thing up now. Oh, no, they don't. They will eventually. This is from before it was announced, but yeah, box art, all that fun stuff. Oh man. But yeah, we got are these screenshots that were like on the leaked thing? We saw some of that, but anyways, enough with all that. Reveal trailer. It's not a reveal trailer. Oh yeah, this is a random bit of news, but this right here is something that a lot of people are looking forward to, including myself. New EU law will mandate all phones to include a USB-C port, including iPhones. So, a lot of people have been wanting Apple to ditch Lightning for years and want them to adopt USB-C like the rest of the world. And it looks like that's finally happening, at least in the EU, but it's probably not going to be practical for Apple to make a variation of the phone that's only USB-C in the EU. So in reality, it's probably just going to be USB-C all around, or they'll just make it a wireless charging. I don't know. So fall 2024 deadline. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, there's the low Lowenthal thing. Yeah, USB-C coming to iPhones. I think we can all agree that's pretty cool. I think Lightning is fine. Like, Lightning still is perfectly fine, but having higher speeds, because Lightning is only USB 2, but USB-C would get us, way more. Yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns, yeah. Must Spider-Man be in everything? I know he's the most popular character, but Marvel Cinematic characters. Yeah. Of course he's gonna. Yeah, I thought he wasn't gonna be in the game. It's not PlayStation exclusive. Okay. The Last of Us multiplayer game has a story and is as big as other Naughty Dog titles. Yeah, this is the thing that they were talking about. And then, yeah, the coming to Game Pass for Shredder's Revenge is probably going to be mentioned on here. But yeah, it's cool that there's like 6 players. You can do 6 players at once. That's pretty cool. I'll never, ever, ever use it, but it's cool that it's there. Yeah, I might actually stream this because it is on Game Pass. It looks kind of fun. And we could probably get it through fairly quickly, because it's basically an arcade game. But, yeah. Let's see what else. Because obviously IGN's going to be putting out a billion things right now for all the stuff. Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about Ms. Marvel yet. We can talk about that real quick. So, the first episode of Ms. Marvel, mixed, I'm going to say. I didn't hate it, but there were aspects of it I didn't like that I just wanted to fast forward through. Like, for example, that scene of like Kamala's parents doing the Hulk thing. I just fast forwarded through that whole bit. Like, there were certain like bits I just fast forwarded through because I just did not want to see that. But overall, it was fine. And of course, I have to give it props for, if no other reason, we now know officially it's canon. Smash is officially a part of the MCU. I was hoping they would show it. I was hoping there would be like a quick little shot where they would show a screen with it, but whatever. But it got a name mention, and yes, you heard me correctly if you didn't actually hear it. Yes, they actually referenced Smash in Ms. Marvel for like a second, but it was there. It was like when Kamala and her friends were at school, like near the beginning, and they were like, "Oh yeah, well yeah, I'm gonna like whoop you in Smash or something like that." And it was like, and it was like specifically Smash Bros. They said Smash Bros, not just Smash. So that was pretty crystal clear reference right there, so that's cool. You know how like Fortnite is canon to the MCU because of Endgame? Well, now Smash is canon to the MCU. So that's kind of cool. But overall, yeah, the episode was fine. Again, there were aspects of it I didn't like and I just wanted to skip past. But overall, I would say it was fine. That's kind of all I really have to say about it. Only one episode, of course. But yeah, overall it was fine. Are these the guys from Easy Allies? I recognize this person. Isn't this person from Easy Allies? I don't know. Anyways, even though this is an IGN thing, but maybe they're doing something special. Alrighty then, so let's see if there's is there anything else? Is there anything else we're gonna go over real quick before we call it? Soul Hackers video is up on the PlayStation thing now. This is from Game Explain. We made Hot Waluigi in Saints Row. What? Yeah, Goat Simulator 3. Yeah, the first comment on the Goat Simulator 3 video is there was a second game. Yeah, that's all the comments. It's just where was the second game. So yeah, it's a meme. It's a meme basically. Like they skipped over the second game. It's like that one Family Guy bit that's like, oh no, World War V is so big that they skipped over the other two or whatever. That one Family Guy bit from like forever ago. Alrighty then, so I want to see if I can find the darn Soul Hackers pre-orders, like physically. I want to see the pre-orders for that. So if you go to the website, now you get a lot more information that was on the Japanese website before. Now you got the obligatory breakdown of all the different editions. You can go to retail. So yeah, why can't I click on anything? Yeah, here we go. So yeah, digital version, digital standard, digital deluxe, digital premium, comes with all this extra stuff. You know, bog standard, pretty straightforward. Physical version, you get standard edition and launch edition. I'm sure the launch edition is just, yeah. And the launch edition is just like the regular thing, but like with some extra cards or whatever. And yeah, so it's a smart delivery game. I hope that it's small enough that I think there's a good chance it'll be like Series X and Xbox One on the same disc, because the big problem I have with smart delivery is that in most cases it means that when you buy a Series X physical game, it's really just the Xbox One version, and that really sucks. And the thing about that's dumb is that it's no better in that respect, because like think about, because like, okay, yeah, I just don't like smart delivery is a good idea, but in practice it sucks because all it does is remove the ability to have a Series X version on disc, because they can't use Series X discs on the Xbox One because it doesn't support it, so they have to stick with Xbox One discs, and those only go up to 50 gigs. So in most cases they're not going to be able to fit both of them on the disc. Some games do have the Series X and Xbox One version on the same disc, but most don't, because the games are so big these days. This game, I think, has a decent chance of fitting on the discs. We'll find out when it comes out if does it play, does like it. But you can see, though, we got the little PS5 upgrade thing down here. So if you have the PS4 version, you still get the upgrade to PS5. But you can also just buy the PS5 version physically, whereas if you want a Series X version physically, you're going to have to hope and pray that it's on this disc. Because if it ain't, then this is just the Xbox One version, basically. So I don't know, but yeah. But point is, yeah, you can't pre-order. It says links coming soon, but you can't actually pre-order the physical version yet. But you can pre-order the digital version. If we go to digital PlayStation Store, you can pre-order it digitally if you really want to. And yeah, it does come with the Persona 5 costumes because of course they're doing that. Yeah, so yeah, okay, so I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about here. I think that's about it. So, yeah, overall, it was all right. We got some things here and there. But the best is yet to come. We got, of course, the Xbox. Well, yeah, we got the Xbox presentation. We got the Capcom showcase, even though at this point, do they even really need to do a Capcom showcase? I mean, a lot of the state of play was Capcom. But, we're getting the Capcom showcase, and then hopefully we will get that Direct. But at the very least, we'll get the Xbox showcase. No, I really want to see Forza. I want to see like not Forza 8, which is coming. I want to see the new expansion for Forza 5 or Horizon 5. That I'm surprised has not been announced yet. I feel like it's like it's been 6 months, like 6-7 months since the game came out. We have not heard a whiff of the first expansion, which is weird because by this point we would have already had both expansions out. But hey, you know, I'm all for quality and all that stuff, so I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining that it's not out yet. I'm complaining that we haven't heard anything about it yet. I think we should have heard something on it by now. But hey, we'll probably hear it at that Xbox showcase, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, so I guess that's gonna be it. So yeah, thank you VigiBig for being here as always, and yeah, stay tuned for the remainder of all of these not E3 presentations. With the next one on the list, yeah, I believe the next one on the list is Xbox. And then Capcom is going to be after Xbox, and then after that we'll hopefully get the Direct. And I'm guessing at this point we're not going to get a Sony thing until September. Like for the proper full presentation, not the state of play. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it. So again, yeah, thank you VigiBake for being here, and I guess with that being said, this is Logan59XP, and I'll see you guys next time.
Don't leave them here. Let us hide friendless at a kind of live. Got our eyes are still in doubt and fear. And sometimes got our eyes on someone special.